Attention please. This uploading is only for educational purpose. No intention to infringe copyrights. Learning English with Subtitles GPITRAL. Follow us.
It's been my great pleasure to introduce some new aspects to this current series of Sixth Sense. Earlier in the series, my special guest was Mr. Tony Stockwell. And by popular request, I've invited back today star of Street Psychic and the Psychic School, Mr. Tony Stockwell.
Thank you very much indeed. Oh, here we go. It's quite fun, this, isn't it, really? Are you enjoying yourselves? Yes, that's right. I've got a younger woman here, but I think she's an adult. And I also feel she died, but she left 2 of her kids alive. That's what I think. That when this lady passed, she had 2 kids in the world that she absolutely adored, and they've now been cared by somebody else. Lady here, definitely, I'm not sure. Definitely. As I make this connection for you, I just have this simple feeling of this younger woman in the spirit, and I get a sense that she left 2 kids, you understand this? But her kids were of an age where somebody else had to still look after them, you know, they couldn't look after themselves. But I know that whoever's looked after this lady's children have done a really good job of it, or are doing a really good job of looking after her kids, you see. And it's such a wonderful feeling here. I get a very quite emotional feeling, because the kids are turning out just fine, you understand? They're looking really good now, and really well looked after. I get a sense I felt down prior to my passing. I get a sense that I knew that I weren't right, or I knew something was wrong with me before I was going to go to the spirit world. And some preparation being made for her kids, or some weird conversations that she'd had with people around her, that if I ever go, you know what to do, if I ever go, you'll look after me kids, won't you? Do you know? And I feel that she wants now to thank you for something, okay? Thank you. And I feel you've also had something to do with her kids, or help look after them, or take them out on days out, or this kind of thing. And she is like eternally happy, or eternally thankful that you've done this for her. Is that all right, lover? Okay. Yeah. Now, she also tells me you talk about her to these kids. You referred to her about their mum, you know, how lovely she was and what beautiful hair she had. Now, I don't know why I've said that, but I do feel she had beautiful hair in life, and she's got beautiful hair in the spirit world too. And she's made an effort to comb it lovely, and it looks all smashing, you see. Now, I don't think she had bad hair when she died, but either she'd had it a bit dyed, or she'd had something done with it, and she was saying, oh, look at me hair, what have I done? Do you understand me? Look at me awful hair. I've had a right dodgy cut, or it's a right awful colour on it. You understand? Good. Because she just loves to tell you her hair looks better than yours, and it's all smashing in the spirit. All right, darling, you've done good things. Now, this same lady, come on, love, this same lady makes me feel that her and her kids were like the most important things in the world, you know? These 3 were the most important things. And I don't want to exclude a partner or exclude a husband or in any way, but her kids and her had this bond that was exceptionally close, like they were mates in some way. And I feel her eldest child has become very receptive to her spirit presence, or is dreaming of her a lot, or feeling her spirit around them. Are you with me? Yeah. Definitely? Yes. Good. Now, have you got a dodgy elbow, darling? Have you got something wrong on your left side, not your right side?
Sometimes, not very often.
All right, I don't know how often you get it, but I know she's touching me here. Now, do you have 2 photographs of her out on show in your lounge, or 2 photographs in your home?
Yes.
Of her? 2? Yes. Not 3, not 10?
No.
2. Good. Because I just heard her whisper to me, thank her for having my 2 photos, thank her for keeping me out in memory. Have you been taking your rings off, giving them a little clean, massaging your fingers and putting them back on? What does that mean to you? Then there was something about her rings to be taken... I've got it. Listen, when she passed, could they not get a ring from her finger and have to cut it off? Or could not get a ring and they had to really try to prise a ring from her finger?
They left it. They couldn't get it off.
They couldn't get it off? OK, that's fine. Because I just feel she's pulling up my ring here like it ain't coming off, you see. That's absolutely fine, love. Who is the sister of hers or something? Me. Sister, that's you. Good. Because I just heard, I thought she was going, but she's just shouting at sister. And so if you are her sister, then she is your sister. She's trying to do something else for me. That's fine. She wants to come in and clean your house. And she makes me feel that you were always really good at housework or something like that, yeah? And this is not like she didn't have a clean house, because she did, but she would make an effort to tidy up if you were coming round.
Yes.
Because you were like squeaky clean and she was just clean, you see? Oh, she's coming round, quick, get cleaning. And you understand that?
Yeah.
OK, well, that's wonderful. Well, she knows that you're really cleaning your house, and that's absolutely lovely. OK. Now, there's an older woman, which I think might be your, I don't know, maybe it's your mum. Hold on. There's an older woman alive in the world that keeps going to her graveside and keeps going a lot of the time.
My mum.
A lot of the time. But I can't say she goes too much, because she's going to get some comfort, isn't she, from that? And I don't want to take that away from her. But I know that this older lady, it does feel like your mum, to be absolutely honest, maybe doesn't need to go as often as she does. Maybe certainly don't need to go if it's raining or it's cold, eh?
OK.
So will you please let her know, eh?
I will do, yeah.
Because she'll be where the love is, and that's fine. Love her out, darling. She's done her best to come for you today.
OK, lovely.
I really
Thank
hope
you.
she means something to you.
Yeah, it does.
And wish you all the very best of luck.
Lovely. Thanks ever so much.
God bless. Thank you very much.
Tony, yeah, lovely guy, yeah, really good. He was spot on, terrific, yeah.
But she's just shouting at sister.
My sister's name was Nicola Anderson. She had a son and a daughter. The little boy was, just 2, and the little girl was 9 months when she passed away. She went into hospital with an asthma attack. Within 24 hours she was down in intensive care. A week later she wasn't here. She was only 21 herself. Enjoyed life, loved her children, devoted to her children. And it was just us 2 sisters, and yeah, we was really close, done everything together. And yeah, she's a lovely girl.
I do feel she had beautiful hair in life.
She was, I don't know, she was size 10, and used to have quite long hair and highlights, and put it up in a big, when everyone used to have a pineapple stuck on top of her head. But always looked nice, whether it was pouring down with the rain or the sun was shining. She always looked nice.
There's an older woman alive in the world that keeps going to her graveside.
My mum goes there maybe twice a week, puts fresh flowers down, and has always done so. And yeah, she feels comfortable. I mean, sometimes she sits there for 2 hours.
Maybe doesn't need to go as often as she does. Maybe certainly don't need to go if it's raining or it's cold, eh?
I'll pass it on, so hopefully she won't end up having to be down there in the winter so much. She might relax a little bit towards that.
You've also had something to do with her kids, or help look after them, or take them out on days out, or this kind of thing?
They're still with their dad. And obviously I look after them every other weekend as much as I can. And we've kept at that arrangement ever since. I mean, it's been 4 years. Then my niece and nephew, it's what you do, isn't it? The family. I wouldn't have it any other way. I enjoy having them. And sometimes it just helps you get along, doesn't it?
She also tells me you talk about her to these kids.
Yeah, we talk about her. I mean, there's pictures of her indoors. Her daughter is a lot like her now. I mean, her daughter's 4. Her name's Leisha. When she comes in, we just say, Nick's entered the building, because she is her. She is her double. Yeah, he's more quiet, Callum. And he'll get the photo out, and you know, he'll say, this is my mum, and then he'll start talking about her. But it is difficult when he's only 5. But yeah, I think he realises that we can talk about her, and that's all okay. And
she is like eternally happy or eternally thankful that you've done this for her.
She knows that I have her children, which is a lovely thing, to know that I wouldn't have just let them get on with it, to know that I was there and I am there for them all the time. It's nice for her to know that, And it was just nice to hear from her. It's lovely, yeah, really nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being with me today. My name's Colin Fry, and you've been watching The Sixth Sense. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Having a reading of Colin and knowing how wonderful it was, I wish I could express it to other people, and I can't. You have to actually have a reading to know how you feel. It was wonderful. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much, Colin.